Hey guys, welcome to my second video and thank you very much for watching the first one if you did. I hope you enjoyed it, and in this episode we're going to focus on getting a more automated factory started that will include some belts, a proper smelting area for copper and for iron, but first we need to focus on power. Now I was going to find some wood in between episodes, but I didn't get a chance, so let's do it now. And here's some already. I didn't look very far last time, so we should never really have to search too far. So that's not going to be enough. Ultimately, we will be able to build electrical poles or pylons without wood, but in the early stages, you can only get these wooden poles that carry the electricity. So we might as well go ahead and get a lot, or at least a decent amount. We'll get 20. So that should allow us. Yep, and there we go. 20 poles. I'll get a little bit more just in case, so we don't have to come back up here. Some iron there as well, which we can use later on. So last episode we did get the power area started down here. Now, as you can see, these lacking copper, coal even, but that doesn't matter too much. But I'll put a little bit in here. I mean, with 7 steam engines, it's not going to use the full 14 boilers, but it's good to have everything in for when you want to upgrade. I don't know why I just made more of them, but so we'll go there, there. In fact, that's there, 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 there. Just so they're evenly spaced. Now you'll probably notice as we play through, um, I'll get less and less accurate with that sort of thing, purely because my mind tends to wander, but hopefully it'll look nice, and I'll try and make it as accurate and as symmetrical as possible throughout the factory's growth. So these, you can see, are still lacking power. Now these actually don't have any fuel in either, or do they? Some of them do, some of them don't, which is a bit odd. So what we'll do is we'll just top some of these up. Now I think these haven't turned on because there's no anything trying to draw power from them, so they automatically don't turn on, which is in a way a good thing because it saves fuel, especially when you have coal running to the boilers automatically. But we're not going to have them turn on for a while until we have a smelting area up and running. So what I'm probably going to do is take these from here and, in fact, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So we will take these down. We'll leave 2 going, just so in case we do run out of iron, or so that we don't run out of iron completely. Get some stone and build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is just going to be a very rudimentary, basic smelting area, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're going to want an inserter, belt, another inserter, and we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need 2 more. We'll do 10, so 20 in total. There, okay. So now we're going to want 20 of these and some belt, which, if you've not seen the game before, is one of your bread and butter items for moving items around the factory, and the inserters feed it into different well, pretty much anything. So you can have inserters removing it from here into a different box onto a belt, and it is all part of the logistics system of this game. So this is going to take a while to build up because at the moment I don't have circuits, copper coil or copper wire, even copper cable being made automatically, and we're actually running a bit low on copper. So we should start to see some belt being made now. So we'll put this down in the middle here, and we can start to place inserters. And I've miscalculated because of course we're going to need double the amount of inserters for the output and for the input. So these all need to actually be turned around. And the belt. So let's think about how we can better lay this out. And I don't think I'm going to run out of iron, so I'm just going to take all of these down. So we've got 10 drills, so if we have a row there, there, there. Now these are quite soon going to be replaced by electric drills. In fact, we may have enough to build them already. We can. Cool. So I'll leave them there for now, just so we can start it. We can replace them with electric drills very soon. So this is going to run iron ore all the way up, and once powered, which we have now. Oh no. This is why I've left some space. And as you see, it takes it from the belt and places it into the furnaces. But we also need somewhere for the output to go. And I'm running out of belt. But I did get more inserters, so there we go. So a bit more belt. Now ideally we would have copper and coal come into here. So what we need to do, what am I going to do with this? What I will do is this. I'll keep those two working into each other, and I will have that one, that one, that one, and this one feeding onto a belt. And we're going to run out of belt quite regularly until we get it being made automatically. And it will become quicker because it won't have to make these gears once I get them being made automatically as well. But up until that point, we're just going to have to deal with it, unfortunately. It's a bit of a pain, but such is the game in the early stages. Now we really need to get some research going as well, but there's so many things to do, and that is probably not quite as important. But we could do a very basic research lab at the beginning of this episode, just to make sure that we've got something progressing. Now what do I need? Need some belt. That's fine there, and that can start. Now that will fully load this belt here on both sides. As you can see, all of the copper is stuck to one side because it puts it onto this side and it follows it round and up. Now when I get inserters, I can balance the load so that we have an even load and it fills up and it doesn't back up. But as I say, at the moment we haven't got the capacity to do that because we can't actually build splitters, which is why we need the research. And I've run out of belts again. Wonderful. I'll make you up some gears just whilst we're not melding anything so that... And I'm going to run out of copper, of course. We really need some more of that. So, we also need more of these. And everything is powered. And if we click on the pole, we can see we're consuming 80, well, it fluctuates too much at the moment because it's so little. We're not even producing a megawatt, consuming a megawatt. We probably are producing a megawatt of power. So let's move some of these around. For now they can stay there. So they're lacking coal. So this is what this is going to do. We bring this up like that. And this will load the belt, one on each side. And the inserters can take coal when necessary and take iron when necessary. And there we have tons and tons of iron plate being created, which is good, but that will quickly get used up. So I'm just going to have a chest here filling up with iron, and I'm going to limit that to there for now. So it will only fill up to there. Now we could do with more coal. Well, let's focus on iron first. So we'll leave them going while we've got them there. And we can use electric drills, which are much more effective. Now there's probably a much better way of doing it than I am, but this is, as far as I'm aware, the best way to lay it out. So if we do just so that one side doesn't get backed up completely. There we go. Perfect. I mean, it will all feed into there anyway, but up as so that these aren't just backed up on one side. And again, I think if we go like that, it will just save all of the iron getting backed up on one side, and we can use both sides of the belts for now anyway. I've just realised I'm going to run out of poles, but there's wood here, which is good. Much easier to see in the daytime than it is at night, which is obviously a natural tendency of day and night, but in this game night is really, really dark, and there's no way, as far as I'm aware, apart from the mod I have to increase the light around you to make that any better. Oh, we need way more of those. We're running low on copper. There. for the most part, nice and symmetrical. So let's get a tiny bit more copper going. In the next episode, we'll work on getting copper smelting automated as well. Now eventually I'm going to build a big smelting area, which will probably be here, or maybe here actually, because it won't cover up that. So, okay. So that's building up nicely. Now before we end the episode, we can work on getting. So we're going to need a lab. We're going to need copper for that. So we can make 2 labs and science packs, which I'm going to need to make manually. So we'll make loads of them. Now how's this doing? Okay, so we're probably going to want a bit more coal actually as well. As you can see, it's just building up on one side. So let's run this straight into that side. And then at least we've got it building up all the way up. So the labs, for now, we can place them just here and there. And split science packs evenly between the two. And first we want to start probably working on this automation, so we can build assembly machines and useful but not quite as useful long-handed inserters. They'll be more useful later on as we get more elaborate designs. These are all producing nicely. We can bring this down, collect the stone. So this one researches quite quickly. We're probably only going to need about 10 to 15 science packs to get it done, but it's worth doing just to get the ball rolling. But now we have more of an automated factory. So we've got electric iron mining coming in, feeding to an electric, well, a coal smelting area, but an automated coal smelting area. We have labs which are currently not producing because they don't have science packs, and we've increased the copper as well. Next episode I'm going to split the coal and run a line over here to automatically feed into the power lines, but I'm going to end the episode there. So if you have enjoyed the episode or enjoying the series, please leave a like, a comment, subscribe to the channel. Hoping it's going to grow slowly but surely. So yeah, until next time guys, thanks for watching.